What's up, people? Uh, yeah, just here. I'm not gonna play today. I'm just gonna commentate on Corey and April playing. They're doing this global back. I'm gonna get rid of my. There we go. They're doing this global backgammon triple elimination. They both have made pretty deep run. They are in the final four. Shows April's being sixth right now, but that's just because these two people got knocked out. They're both 9-2. Corey's 9-2. April's 9-2. The two other people left in the tournament are 9-1 and 8-2. So yeah, agree with these two players from Romania, actually. So yeah, that's cool. I see Corey's messaging already streaming, man. Just gotta wait for the delay to kick in. So yeah, once these guys get started, I'm not sure what how many people were in this thing actually. Looks like there were 62 people in it. Can we get some prizes? Here we go. Okay, so it looks like they're already in the money a little bit. I think there was 6 left when they started this round. Maybe. Not sure. Pretty sure. Yeah, pretty sure that they were already in the money. So, what do we got? 540 up top. So the winner here is guaranteed 243 bucks, which is pretty cool. So they're playing for something. Loser gets I don't know, one of these prizes wherever they end up. Not sure how it's gonna play out. Keep switching back to see if they're ready to start. All right, there's the stream that finally kicked in, so I can share it with the WhatsApp people. Hopefully, the people I'm talking to. I've never commentated a match that wasn't. Was OBS working? I think it's working. Yeah, I've never commentated a match that wasn't my own. So this will be a new thing. We'll see how it goes. I wonder if when they're playing the match, like on Heroes, if you're watching a match, sometimes you can see the errors. Yeah, like that. You can see when they're making blunders and stuff like that. So I wonder if it's going to be like that. Sometimes I think they can change the settings so that spectators cannot see that. I hope that's not the case here, so we can see when the plays are blunders and stuff. So would be cool. Where is Corey? Going here. Where's the tournament room? These are all the tournament rooms in Heroes. This is a different tournament than the one I normally play for global. This is just the triple elim. You know, you lose three normal triple elimination. You lose 3 matches and you're done. I prefer the league where you get to play 12 matches, 14 matches, whatever it is. What are my standings in there anyway? Not a great. 3 wins, 7 losses. Ouch. Has not been a great month for me in the league. Let's switch back to this one. Maybe I'll play this one someday. Got a guy hitting me up to play a match. I think I just have a few left to do. I probably should have waited until Corey was actually online before I started the stream. My bad. There we go. There he is. So we should be getting started here shortly. Good luck to the both of you. I don't know how long these matches are even supposed to be. I think maybe 11. But we'll see. 11-point match with probably the same time settings as the league play, so maybe they'll get about 12 minutes or something. All right, let's put it up here. Cool. Full screen. All right. So this is it. Oh man, I looked away from the screen for a second and it's already I already got a position. So it looks like what's going on? Who's on top? Corey's on top. April opened 6-4 and made it 2. Got a 3-1. Now 5-3. Another 5-3 for Corey. All right. So I don't know yet if blunders and stuff will appear on the right side of the screen as they happen. But I guess we'll find out soon when they make the first one. 5-2 seems pretty clear to hit and just remake the 8. Can't do much else. And this, I think, is a cube already. Rolling the 4 is just, I think, a massive mark loss. Up in the race, got a better board. Yeah, you're not splitting the back, but yeah, I think we could have sent a cube there. And now with the cube in the middle, I don't even know if we want to blitz because like a gammon can only win you 2 points. It looks like I'm wrong about the cube, and it looks like I'm wrong about the double six because nothing's showing up as an error here. 4-3 is kind of a okay roll. Would have been nice to roll a 4 without the 3 so you could hit loose. Put him on the bar twice. Oh, but Corey cooperates and stays out. Now we're looking for a 4, any 9 to pop Corey off the 4 point. Can she find it? Oh, she wants to double now. Why does this guy keep trying to talk to me? Yeah. Yeah, it's only 4s and 9s. So, I mean, you're going to have a lot of misses. So it seems like a fine time to double, and I think I would just give it up. Down 20 pips. April's got an anchor. Corey's on the bar against a 4-point board. Can't play right now. God. All right. Yeah, and Corey's thinking about taking. I mean, if you just roll a 4, you got a fine game, but that might not always happen. I don't think it happens often enough. 4s and 9s, so all 4s plus. Okay, thank you. All 4s plus 3-1, 6-3, double 3. Any other big market losers? Double 6, bringing the 2 checkers around. I guess I would probably I would let it go. It's a 4-point board. And she's got an anchor. You don't have, Corey doesn't have his 5-point. Oh, it looks like we're playing a 13-point match. Okay. Well, he scoops. Well, not scoops. Took him a little while to take, but he took it. 2-1 is a crummy roll. Pretty much the only option. I guess you could split off the 4 and go to the 18 or something, but in case Corey does come in, it's probably nice to keep the anchor. All right, 4. Ooh, okay. 4-1 just in and slot. No other ace to do. Maybe now just make the 9-point. It's a nice landing spot. That one check your back, you're leaving on the 21 point. Isn't under too much danger of being closed out or primed in. And the 9-point's going to be a pretty valuable asset for bringing your midpoint home and just blocking Corey's last 2 checkers. Okay, she goes 3 out and 1 down, getting rid of the last checker. And now Corey can hit, but he's got this liability, this 5, this blot on his 5-point. So he's going to be playing with 3 blots now. God, I don't even think you should probably hit. Maybe just play to the 2-point, 13-2, or something like that. If you start playing with 3 blots laying around, you can quickly get closed out. Double 5s has got to be okay for a checker that can't, or for a roll that can't clean up that blot on the 9. Make the 10, bring him down, close your eyes, hope he doesn't roll a 5. Could make the 3-point, I suppose, but then you're just abandoning your last checkers on your 15. Or that play, going to the 5-point. Making the 3-point seem like the last option. Oh, he gets this 5-6 again, and I think it's probably time to hit. April's going to be able to clean this up, or bring these last checkers home pretty easily, I think. If Corey doesn't hit right now. So maybe just hit and make the 7. And then April's going to be looking for 5s and 1s and 4s. Oh, this is a tough. That's a lot of numbers. And then it's against a better board. Could end up with 4 checkers closed out, losing gammons. would be a pretty crummy way to lose 4 points in the first game. Here, I mean, it's almost like giving up, isn't it? Or just, do you have to wait for a better time? I guess it's just so devastating to lose a game in here. And I suppose the contact value is still there a little bit. I mean, April still has to clear her 10 point, but it shouldn't be too difficult. Just a 2-5-4 combo or any set. 2-3, make the point in case he runs. Looks good. Corey's looking for a 3 or a 1. Small dice. He wants very small dice. 2-1 would be ideal. This was terrible. He cannot make the 5 point. Now it's going to be even easier for April to bring her last checkers home because the danger of leaving the blot is kind of gone. Since Corey can never make his 5. He's rolling all these 6-5s, 6-5s. So many pips, but just not doing what he needs to do. Can you really play 8-2, 6-1? Leaving 2 blots? Now, yeah, I don't know if you can do that. I think maybe you just play 21 to 10. So we must not be getting it must not be showing the blunders and stuff here when they happen, which is kind of a bummer. Because I'd really like to know if I'm right or wrong on some of these plays. Maybe I should, can I flag plays? I can, all right. Maybe I'll start doing that and checking stuff out later. In the meantime, Corey got double 6s and is still not going to win this race. April's already bearing off. Corey's got all these deep checkers, so his pip count is even higher than what it seems. Oh, maybe he can win this race. Maybe I spoke too soon. April's got gaps. Rolled a set, but yeah, Corey's almost in like a no miss position unless he rolls a couple of 1s. Okay, well now he can miss, but double 2s gains him a roll anyway. All right, so yeah, maybe a recube is coming. If April misses once more, it's going to be pretty bad. Double 2s was a good roll. Getting 2 checkers off the 4 point, these are terrible dice for April. So Corey's off in 3 if he doesn't miss. April's off in 3 and she has a free miss. If she misses once, it's okay. Maybe it's not enough. Maybe the danger of rolling a 4 or a 2 is too much. Oh, now it's just a double pass. Wait, no, it's not that one. I wanted to see cube action. I can't flag the cube action, which is pretty tough. Okay, 6-4. For Corey, I think he plays out and down. I think that's his normal thing. 3-1 does not hit, just make the 5. And double 6 is pretty damn good. I think I would give serious consideration to playing 13-7 again instead of playing 9-3. Having 4 builders, because like you can leave your blot on the 13 if you got the 18 point made, it's okay. And that distribution of checkers from the 9 to the 6 point, having 3 on the 7, just sets you up to make a nice, yeah, this structure just sets you up to make points in the inner board so nicely if you don't get hit. But she does hit and has to play the 6 like this. Pretty crucial hit actually, because if she didn't, Corey's gonna be probably sending a cube. And now April needs a 4 or an 8 to stop the cube from coming, maybe. Oh, these are terrible rolls. 6-1 again. What do you do? Just play to the 6 again? He rolled really fast. I think I might have cubed that one. Now you can make the 5-point. Got a nice 4 prime. I guess you're up in the match. Maybe you don't need to. Maybe you don't need to cube this position. Make the 5-point and then send a cube. This is no blots. I didn't see this. I wasn't even looking. I just thought the 5-point was clear. I mean, they're both 4 primes, but obviously the 4 prime with the 5-point is better, but this is no blots. But April's board isn't too strong. 3-6 was a great number to run. Ugly 6-4 makes the 2 or the 3. A lot deeper of a point than what he wanted to make. April's looking for like a 4-6, 4-5, 3-6, something to get out of there. Or a number to make, a number to make one of these points would be good. 3-6, perfect. Doesn't leave a blot. Gets out. Down in the race, but you're just relying on this contact from the 18 point. Hoping that generates a shot later on. I mean, the argument to stay back is that he's already got his 2-point and all these points are open right here. But he might just fill them in. If you stay back, you're just going to get primed in, so it's better to just run. Hope this contact on the 18 is worth something. Hope your race equity can materialize if you roll like a double 6. Or maybe Corey just rolls double 5s and loses his market. Because that is a lot of pips that April's down now. Yeah, down 32 pips. Just double pass and it'll be 3-0. Should make sure to keep my mouse off of the screen. Should I not be pointing at stuff with the mouse, or should I just continue on using it as a laser pointer type of thing? I don't know. Let me know. All right, 6-5, my favorite way to open a game, followed by double 6. Nice roll, April. April's going to be looking to send earlier cubes than normal, being down 3-0. Corey can run, but he's down in the race, so I think I would stay back and just play 13-4, slot the 4-point. Oh, massive roll for April. Both checkers get to leave the 18, send Corey back behind her structure. And whatever Corey rolls, I'm sure April's gonna double. There's prime threat, there's blitz threat, and even if none of those happen, you're just up 20 pips in the race. And you're trailing in the match. All signs point to send it. Yes. And Corey can probably sneak out a take here because he's seeing daylight. Oh man. He's seeing daylight. He was down 20 pips, but it was a long race. Maybe it was only one blot or one checker on there. It's not like he had an anchor. Maybe the pass would have been fine. So Corey's making a quick board. April's not getting the dice to do anything. I wonder if we have to split now. Off the 24 and play 4 down. Playing 13-8 again is just so ugly. And you want to split. This is a little bit of a prime structure. I guess you want to get split into against a prime structure, trying to make a more forward anchor. 4-1 can hit twice or remake the 8s. It's probably this since you have a better board. And now we can just cube, right? 7s cover, 8s hit the third checker. Man, I really wish I could see errors and blunders happening over here. Um, because in this middle column here, you can see if we can see if they're missing cube action. If a little info button appears here, it means that there was supposed to be a cube action. But anyway, in the meantime, April's damn near closed out. Comes in nice with the 4-2. It's probably still too good now. Fives and fours and sixes are all going to slash away. April's got no points, 3 plots. It's just such a monster pass that it's got to be too good. 2-1 is the only number that's not going to hit. Even 3-1 you can play 8-4. So 5-3 hitting loose on the 4-point, I guess, or hitting the checker in the outfield here. Sending a third one back, but I like this. Trying to make a 5-point board. I'm going to keep the mouse off the screen, actually. I'm going to try to at least. 5-2 sucks. Can't make the 4-point, but at least the 2 can switch and hit the other checker. Stopping April from anchoring. Oh, massive roll, massive roll. And I think I would just make the 4-point. Got to do something about these big dumb stacks of checkers we have on the 8 and 6. Obviously, the 21-point anchor is much better than the 23, but yeah, you got to get some front structure going. 4-2, not a great entry. Could slot the 4 or step up to the 20. Either way, both of those checkers are going to be under attack. Ooh, good thing you didn't go to the 20. April makes the 5, and now April's the one who's thinking about sending a cube. At least I would be thinking about sending a cube. Trailing in the match, got a nice prime structure. But that was a really good roll for Corey. Making the 4-point and getting split back there. April can make a 5 prime. Just leaving aces in 6-4. 6-3, can't anchor up, can't hit. Trailing in the match, 2 checkers stuck behind 5 prime. I think April can cube this. Double 4s was a bad number. Can't run. Way too many pips in the front. I guess 13-5 and 8-4 twice, keeping and like front loading the prime, which is an ugly structure to have, but what else are you gonna do? I mean, you could do like a switching play, but you're nowhere near ready to give up the 6-point. This seems reasonable. I just hope you roll a 6 or a 5 and can run next time. I didn't see the hit loose play. I don't think we should do this. I don't think we can allow him the freedom of being able to move those checkers. I think we need to keep him stuck. Make him play 6s and 5s from his 12-point. Stepping into range of our checkers on the 23. Here, we could get hit back, which might not be terrible, because then our prime would hold. Like, we just might dance for a little bit, and he might have to crunch if he doesn't get a lot of 1s and 2s, followed by 6s very quickly. So I suppose April does want to come in quickly, gets the 2, 3, could hit again, but this seems like a reasonable option. Big 2 for Corey, getting to anchor up. And then I guess we just have to lift the blot 7-4. The other option would be, I guess, making the 7 and playing 13-10, but then you're leaving yourself open to getting blitzed. April could still make a 6 prime on her side of the board. And it's not like Corey would have a 6 prime himself by playing 9-7. April can still run with sixes. So like if Corey makes the 7, yeah, April can run with sixes, fives and fours can hit on the 3, ones and twos can hit on the 3. I think that might have been a mistake. I think the anchor was too important there. But who knows? 4-3 keeps the 7 point, just does this. Can April cube this ever? 5 prime versus 5 prime. He doesn't have an anchor though. And we're down 26 pips. You can sense it though, can't you? I mean, if Corey doesn't get a 6 on his next roll, he's going to be crunching, and that's like losing your market basically. Because then I don't think he can take a cube. I like it. Put him to the test. So it's either 12-6 or make the 3 point. It'd be nice to make the 3, but it leaves the blot on the 7. And another thing, he might dance, which makes it harder for us to escape our last 2 checkers. Here, if he just doesn't roll a 6, a point is breaking, basically. Like that. There it is. Point breaks. He takes the anchor. And now April probably can't win a ooh, maybe she can win a gammon. She gets a 4th checker. And with Corey's open 6 point now, I think I would hit again. And not let him have a double anchor game. This is a reasonable option too. He doesn't always roll a 2. And even if he does roll 2, he's already crunched on his front position, so it's reasonable to keep the prime. Could be correct too. Probably correct. Because even with 4 checkers on the 3 point, I don't think April can win very many gammons. So maybe it wasn't important to like close out 2 checkers like that. Although what's happening now? She could get another checker sent back. Corey's thinking about recubing. That would be bad. He gets to hit. Does he even want to? Then you could have 5 checkers back there. Then the gammons become real. I mean, April's gonna have a shot anyway. So I guess the argument is may as well hit. If he plays 24-22, April can hit with a 2 anyway. So may as well just put her on the bar. And then maybe you can pick up the checker over here. If she fans, maybe. I don't know. There's a path to victory by hitting. And there's also a path to losing 4 points. Do we hit loose on the 1 point? Probably. She gets hit, and Corey can lift his blot on the 4 point now. And through all this hitting back and forth, April's lost her 7 point. I think we got to hit again. Way better board. Corey's crunched. It would be nice to get that 4th checker back there for what little gammons it offers. There's like no danger for this, yeah. Because of Corey's crunch board. So, makes sense to me. This basically means you're like giving up your gammon chances. Hitting certainly wins more gammons. So I would just do this, and the risk is minimal because of Corey's bad board. So I like this play. April does too. And now what do we do? Just pick up some blots, play off the 5 point. So we didn't get Corey's fourth checker. He came in on the 3 point, so he's got no blots laying around. I would have just picked up that blot on the 10 point. I wouldn't have even given him the 6-1 4-3. Corey gets double six and is trying to win this race. Which could, I mean, the pip counts are deceptive because Corey's got all this wastage. Yeah, I think maybe April's best game plan now is to try to play for contact. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. The race seems too close to try to turn this into a pure race. Plus, the contact favors April because she's got the way better board. Corey's maybe thinking about recubing. Be a spicy recube. Leading in the match with all his contact left. All right, 3-1 keeps the point back on the 16. And he stays out of his home board, saving a 6. Four two can stay back on the 17 and just play in and slot the 3. He's very likely going to have to play from the 17 or the 16 point, and he does like that. And now April's desperately looking for an 8. $11 at least is a lot of pips. And if Corey can get these crossovers quickly, he might have a. Ooh, just barely getting the crossovers. April's going to be bearing off. Corey's going to be trying to come home, but he's got a speed board once he does. I guess he could miss with a 5 and a 4 here. Maybe the cube isn't coming. Oh, that was terrible. Opening up the ace and the 3 point. Now we're missing with some numbers. Oh, Corey misses with both numbers, but now Corey never misses again. So hopefully April's 6 checker that are already born off is enough to win the game for her. I'm always going to be rooting for whoever's trailing in the match. I have no skin in the game. Or rooting for whatever makes just an exciting position or an exciting cube action. So this would be an exciting cube action. Corey's off in 6 rolls. April's off in 1, 2, 3, 4 rolls. But April could have some misses. She's got an odd number of checkers left, so she can miss once without it costing her a roll. Leading in the match doesn't seem like the time to send a recube. And she's got 4 more checkers off than Corey. Seems like it'd be a clear take. So I don't know. I would just take a roll. 6-5, great number for April. No missing. And that should stop the as long as she doesn't miss, she's good. All right, that's her 1 free miss. Corey's going to stop and think about the cube again because now the next ace 2 or 3 from April's side is going to cost her a roll. But Corey's still off in 4 rolls. April's off in 2 with no misses. So I think that's too large of a. Oh, not another terrible 3-1. How many times is April going to roll 3-1 in this bear off? Once, twice, thrice, 4. A 4-1. A 1. Look at all these ones April is rolling. Quite unlucky. That could have been the recube, I guess. Maybe not. I don't know. I wasn't thinking about it. So April's favorite to roll a 1 or a 2. She can't send the recube. So maybe this is the time to get it in, yeah. And Corey might win the game right now. 1 out of 6 times, he just rolls a set and it's over. For all the other times, he's hoping that April rolls a 1 or a 2. Or 4-3. And doesn't get to bear off both checkers. I like the cube. I don't know if I would take it. Trailing. I mean, you still get off with a lot of numbers. 6-3, 6-4, 6-5, 5-3, 5-4. Double threes and better. I don't know, I think that's 14 numbers. If I didn't miss anything. Maybe that's not enough. Plus, he might just roll the set right now. 14 out of 36 times. 4 rolls, less than half of the rolls. 18 being half of the rolls. Yeah, maybe taking him going down to 7-1 is too devastating. Maybe just pass and be 5-1. Yeah. Seemed like it was looking like a pass to me after counting those rolls. All right. But now April's trailing in the match a little bit further. And that was a crummy double six for Corey's part. Man, if he didn't have the 5 point, I think we'd be sending this cube right now. We still could send this cube right now. 4-1 down into the 7. Hoping to make the 5 or the 4. Corey wants to split. Really wants to roll an 8 if he could. Nine is okay, I guess. Can run into a losing race, but otherwise, if you just stay there, you're getting primed in with 2 checkers back, so running makes sense to me. And 5-1 is like the do nothing of all do nothings, so I guess we just play 6-1 and 9-8 for lack of anything else to do. You're leaving a shot anyway in front of that checker, so may as well put him on the bar. Clean up the checker on the 9. Hope he doesn't roll a 1. Could turn this into a blitz. We have 11 in the zone. 1 bad roll from Corey, plus 1 good roll from April, and we can be sending a cube. Corey's got a really strong home board now, though. It's going to make it tough to send a cube. 5-2 makes the ace point, I guess, and just plays 8-6. Not much else to do. All right, he can't escape. And the 4 has to be played down, I guess. Yep. So now 2s, 3s, and 4s and 5s all are available to hit. Maybe he wants to stay on the 23. Maybe he just plays 13-8. But stepping up with the ace makes sense to see daylight, to try to run. Here comes that. That was 1 bad roll for Corey. Ooh, and April decides that that's enough threat to send the cube. I would have been a little scared to do it because of Corey's 4-point home board, but I can understand because we're trailing in the match so much that you want to get in. You want to get the 2 cube in. Plus, there could be a lot of double hitting numbers. 2-3, 2-4, 2-5, and then some devastating doublets. 6-3 was not good. So I guess 13-7. I might consider hitting, playing 6-3. Maybe that would have been too loose because we are up in the race, and so why give a direct shot when we're up in the race? 6-2 is nice to make the 4. So April gets to play with no blots, and Corey can't escape again. So what's Corey doing? 3 down and slot the 3, or just make the 3 and play 9-4, leaving the blot? I guess he's going to be winning in the race after this, so maybe playing 13-8 with all 3 checkers isn't so bad. We're seeing daylight with the checker on the 22. So if we can avoid being blitzed, it makes sense to me, but April's going to be blitzing with a lot of numbers here. This is one of them. Oh, this is a choice here. We could hit twice or pick and pass. Hitting twice wins 4 points a lot of the time if you don't get hit back. This seems like the safest way to hit. Well, maybe not the safest, but when he comes in and doesn't hit you on the 18, it cleans up the best. Like here, if this works, you still got 2 checkers on the 18 point that you need to get home. Hitting here at least gets half of them home. And there we go. Corey's in. He's got to crack his home board or leave 2 blots, so I guess we're cracking the home board. And now April just has 1 more checker to clear from the 18 point. And even if he can't, Corey's home board is going to be gone. Unless he does he really want to leave 2 blots? I don't think I would leave 2 blots. A double shot? What would it be? 2s and 6s? Now all of a sudden you got 4 checkers back on the 22 point. 2-1 is good. Don't touch the checker on the 18. Do this instead. It's okay to stay there now. Oh, Corey gets to remake his board a little bit. There and make the 5. Now April wants to get around the corner there pretty badly. Even though Corey's 6 point is open, it's still not fun being on the bar against a 5-point board. All right, now we're just in this 3-point game. Bring some checkers in, bear some checkers off. And 6-5 doesn't leave a shot right now. Nothing leaves a shot right now. Oh, double 2's perfect. Clear both outfield points. Create a bunch of spares on your 6s and 5 on your 6 and 5 point. Corey could even think about running right now since he's never gonna get a shot. And this wastes pips. Maybe it's just too dangerous though. April could point on him, with a 1-2-3. But Corey's gonna have to run now on his next 6, or likely his next 5. He's gonna leave 1 checker back there for as long as he possibly can, in hopes of getting one last chance to hit. 4-1. I guess you just play 5 off, and it's still no shots. You could take 2 checkers off. That's no shot leavers also. But I think we like having a spare checker in the 4 point for now. Maybe we get a number that makes the 3 point. And it's not like, I don't think well, maybe we do want 2 checkers off because if Corey gets double 6, isn't he right in? Yeah, maybe he's not in the race if he gets double 6. So maybe just playing the safest way possible was best. Double 6 for April now, though, and that will end the game. Not end the game. Corey's still got to roll it out, but So it's going to be 5-3, 10 away, 8 away. I wonder if I can, oops, yeah, turn on some of these options. Observer and yeah, okay, so observer analyze, no, meaning I can't see anything, which is a bummer. So let's turn these things back off. I thought maybe my settings were goofed up, and that's why I couldn't see things. All right, so 5-2 splits, 5-4 runs, 3-1. We're thinking about hitting or making the 5. With the extra checker on the 8 point, I would give serious thought to making the 5 point. 4-3 is good to anchor up. And now Corey gets his 5. I guess that's why he didn't make it with the 3-1, because he knew he was going to roll double 3s. Make the 5 and make the 10. Making a 10 point is nice, blocking the 4 point. But then you're leaving 2 blots. This leaves no blots, but you don't get the 5 point. Maybe it's okay to leave the blots because April's got no homeboard points yet. He decides he doesn't want to. Up in the race, maybe he just doesn't want to lose ground. 4-1, this seems like the right idea. I mean, there's nothing constructive to do with it. Could play 8-3, but or 6-1, something like this. Take away half his roll. I think I would just play like this though and hope for a better roll next time. April decides to hit, takes away half his roll, and she gets missed, fortunately for her. Because now the race is a little bit closer. And maybe she's going to try to blitz this somehow. With the right dice sequence, you know. Ace-4 here would pick and pass. 6-2 is a bad number. Oh, it's going to be a shot. Maybe 8-2 and 13-11. 6s and 7s. Or you could play wide open and just play 13-5. Yeah, you got an anchor, and Corey's got no homeboard points yet. 13-5 seems okay. You hate playing 8-2 there, so yeah, maybe this is the best play. I think I like it. Corey's gonna think about cubing. They're running low on time. 8 points left for Corey, and he's got 4 minutes and 4.5 minutes left on his clock. I wonder if he's aware. 2-3 gets to hit back. Do we keep up this hitting contest? In and hit? Maybe. Yeah, Corey's board is still wide open. All right, so April gets missed, so now she's really going to be wanting a 3-1 or an 8 to make the 5 point. And maybe some other number. Ooh, that's nothing. We can clean up the blot, though, and just make the 3 point. So at least there's that. 6-5 can play 21-10. Corey's he's up 30 pips in the race, so he just wants to be in a race. Nice double 4 for April, pointing on him. What's up, Jacques? Yeah, I've never commentated on a match that wasn't my own, so it's a little different. Sometimes they make a move and I'm not done thinking about it, and they've already moved on. It's a little different beast. All right. So yeah, Ace-4 in and hit. 4-3 gets to hit again on the 5 point. And if Corey doesn't hit here, I think we should cube. but he does hit. But look at all those returns. Threes and fours. I guess it's just threes and fours on both sides of the board. 3-6 was pretty bad. I think I would just play 22-16. Playing 13-7, I think just gives him a little too much opportunity for like tempo hits along the way, and I don't think we have time to play a 3-4 holding game, I guess you'd call it. But it worked out. Corey's still stuck back there, and now he has to kill a checker to his ace. April wants a 1 or a 2. She gets the 2, making the 5. And now it'll be time to run from the 22 point, right? Get some outfield control. Still got the anchor anyway. What are we thinking? Are we thinking of the 6 maybe? Could play 13-7 and keep the anchors? This seems the right idea. 2-1's a bad number, and now the cube should be coming, right? Even if he hits. April's position is too strong. Corey's position is terrible. So even with this massive pip count deficit, I think Corey or April can send a cube, and Corey's probably going to pass because his position is just so bad. I wonder if how this game would have gone if Corey would have made the 5 point with those double threes early on. Oof, maybe it's too good now. 1s and 3s and 4s. Nine checkers in the zone. Yeah, I think I might just take the point too. Some sequences, sometimes what happens is you don't hit, and Corey can just run into a winning race. Or we do hit and he anchors up, and then it's a take anyway. Seems like a fine time to cash. Though I wouldn't be surprised if it's too good. I mean, it is a double shot. Plus, like, things like 2-4, 5-4, 4-4. But there are some absolutely. He's not thinking of taking this, is he? Okay. Was he? Were you thinking of taking that, Corey? Or did you just get distracted? All right, 3-1 for April. 4-3 Corey. And now, ooh, there are many options here. You can hit twice. You can make the 7. You can make the 10 and the 21. Lots of good things to do. Trailing in the match a little bit. Maybe blitzing with hitting twice isn't the right idea. I don't know. I think I like her play. Making a high anchor is good. Making a blocking point on the 10 is good, especially when he's threatening to make the 4 point. 4-2, unfortunately, has to break it, though. Maybe there was something else we could have done with that 4-2. 6-2, 13-11, maybe. Anyhow, 6-3 is a crummy roll because it's not a 1. So what do we do? Just 8-2, 6-3, or 13-7, 6-3? Does this, it kind of duplicates a 3, and it slots the 7 point, which we're going to want. But not getting hit is a good thing too. So he gets the 3 and the 4 can cover. Gives up his 8 point though, but now he's lost his anchor. April enters and hits. And Corey's really going to want to either hit or remake that anchor. Either one of them, I guess, would be good. Yeah, just do that and cross your fingers. All right, so he gets the 4 to anchor up. So a mutual holding game, this is like almost mirrored positions. 4-1, do we have to hit? Oh, that's April's 4. Oh, no, yeah, that could have hit, right? What just happened there? I can't go back and look at their moves. Sometimes you can. All right, double 4 gets the 9 and slots the 2. 5-4 can slot the ooh, makes the 9. Okay, again, it's like a mirrored position. And that was a terrible, terrible roll. Loses the 9 point, doesn't get any back checkers moving. Yeah, it's a lot of pips, but they weren't good pips that we had to move. All right, so at least now the 6 can get out. 4 makes a 5-point board, and now Corey's going to be scared to run from the 21, so he's going to hold off from that for as long as possible. Double ace, I think I would just shift to the 7 and play 15-13. Now we can just land there with a 6. Big moment. Yeah, that seemed a little too loose. I think I would play like chicken here and just play 8-2, 6-1. 5-2 can bring the checker in, and now Corey's gonna have an easier time, I guess. Hopefully he's what he wants to do is a double falcon type of play. 5-4, 6-4, 6-5. Come out with both. 4-3 can't do that, so I guess we just break the 9, and now it's April's turn to try to double falcon. It's like a fight for outfield control. Who can get a checker in the outfield first? April does, because Corey's board is only a 3-point board and it has a blot in it. Although there are some jokers that could happen. Double ace, for instance. Ace 3. This is safer, but it kind of gives Corey the momentum to take outfield control. Is he going to take this opportunity to do it? Because he also has a safe play. Neither of them want to control the outfield. They're both just going to bear off 13 checkers and leave 2 checkers in each other's home board for the rest of time. Oh, double 4. It hits. Oh, he'll see it, right? Yeah, okay, he's taking it back. Hits and covers. Wow. And now April desperately needs a 3 or a 4. He's not doing this. He's just having fun with us. 3 with the 2. Oh, wow. So if he fans, it's probably like too good. If he comes in with the 4, maybe it's a double. I think I'm taking a roll here because I think I can get a double pass next time if he rolls a 4. But she decides to take the point now, and it's 5-5. 8 away, 8 away. And Corey's going to lose on time. So all April has to do is survive. April gets the 5-point. Corey gets to anchor up. Good dice. Easy numbers to play. I like rolling easy numbers. This game's easy when the dice just tell you what to do. 2-1, gotta try to fight for the 5-point. 6-1 pops out. There's no way to hit and make the 5-point, so I guess we can just play like this. 3-1's a do nothing roll. Makes sense to just get a little bit closer. But she got hit from all the way back there. And so she's going to turn on her own blitz now. She can come in with the ace and hit with the 4, or in on the 4 and hit with the ace. I'd probably do the same. I would do that play, I think, just because I want to be a little bit closer to the front of his structure to either make an advanced anchor or shoot at another blot if it stayed there. She goes this way, and Corey, and she gets rewarded. I mean, well, I guess either play would have been rewarded because that 5-1 was pretty bad. 4-3, gotta make the 4, and now it's time to, man, I don't know if it's time to split. Oh, this is a nice option too. I didn't see that. You could make the 4 and play 13-10, having checkers to make the 7. Here, blitzing 10 in the zone, yeah, maybe. Stops his own front structure from developing. It's 8 away now. I don't know if we're ready to double this. I think we have to get split first, have a little bit more threat. Or make homeboard points and have a lot more threat. This could be a spicy time to send a cube. She's going to have numbers to attack on either the 2 or the 3, whichever one he comes in on. She's got a 4-point board. 8 away is a nice score to win a gammon on a 2 cube. 6-4 is duplicated, I guess. That's why he can play like this. So 6-3, hit and split, or hit and down. You already have a cover there. I think I would just get split. Can't just keep that point forever. We've got to risk the bad numbers like 2-1, 2-2, 2-4 that are going to hit twice. Plus, this will give you more numbers to hit that other checker. Yeah, she agrees. Oh, terrible. Good thing she didn't cube. So in and make the 4, and now it's Corey's time to turn the cube. Oh, but he's probably too good. Yeah. He agrees. He can hit again, 13-3, or make the 7, which is a nice option. But I think, what would I do? Maybe just make the 7, let her anchor up, and then send a cube. Maybe playing 13-3 is too risky with her board. And he decides to do nothing and just run. I don't know why we needed to run there. Having the 7 points a huge upgrade. Oh, this is why we can run. Because we can just not get hit and then send a cube and probably get a point. That's why making the 7 wasn't necessary. If this was your plan all along. Trailing, what is it? 15, 24 pips? Yeah, seemed like a pass. Corey clocking down again on the first roll of the game. I don't know why. All right, opening in 4-2, response double 2, so also make the 4 points and probably either one, 22 or the 11. One of them's right. I'm pretty sure it's this one, but making the 22 has got to be pretty good as well. April wants all the checkers aimed at the 6 or the 5 and the 7, so she plays 2 down. Corey gets to hit with the fly shot. April hits from the bar. And Corey's going to hit back on his own 5-point. April responds, and now and she gets the anchor too, which is huge. And now it's just a double. Big double, probably a pass. There's way too much threat. She plays too good. That must be her train of thought there, because there was just so many blots, so many attackers. She instantly decides it's too good. She gets to make the 5, put him on the bar. Put him on the bar twice. Now he's got the anchor. Sixes and fours to cover. Sixes hit. Maybe we just send a cube now, because we don't always cover that point. And it's going to be hard to win a gammon against the 24 point anyway. 5-3, I guess I would just keep building the board. She wants to safety up a little bit. Yeah, my play had a lot of blots going for it. Corey's in and out. Now she can hit with twos and sixes. He's not on the bar. Now it must be a cube, right? He's got the anchor. Sixes and twos hit. Threes cover the points. We're trailing in the match. We're up in the race. Seemed like it was going to be hard to win a gammon there. And Corey could roll something to turn this around. It's like we're just giving him the chance to roll double sixes forever. Because it's going to be hard for us to make our 7 point. So April wants to roll an 11. Oh, she cubes now. Okay, and a pass. Oh, what? Am I missing something, or is that not just a pass? Double fives out and makes the 3 points, or just goes to the 10. I think it's got to be this. On the off chance that you get to hit a checker, it's going to be very nice to have a 5 point board. Next thing for April is running the back checker. Terrible dice to do that. All the way stuck. And here's the shot. Maybe Corey took because he's only got 2 minutes left. So April really wants a 1. Can't do it. I think you just got to run all the way out. When the last thing to do is bring your last checker home, just go all the way. Don't worry about distribution or anything. Just get as close as you can. So just go all the way to the 18. She decides to stay and unstack for the chance to hit him, I guess. Well, it's probably better for the bear off to have a checker on the 3. But it's also nice to have a checker there for when Corey runs with the 6. I still would have gone to the 18 though, just trying to get home as quickly as I can. Sometimes funny things happen. You get closed out. Ooh, 6-1. Okay. Oh. All right, so mix the 5, 8-2. April gets around. And it's looking like she's going to be in for an easy 2 points, maybe 3, or maybe 4 points. One more big set, and it can happen. Maybe Corey gets stuck back there. He is stuck back there. There's a set. Not exactly the right set. Three, 2 is another checker off. 5-4, trying to get off this G. Oh, here it is. If he doesn't get a 2, gammons are on. He's got to run. Get off the BG. 1, 2. He can save it with just 1 roll. That's not it. An unsuspected gammon. That's a very nice double 6, very nice double 4, very nice double 5. That's how it's done. So 4 away, 7 away. Lots of 5-2s for April. Lots of 5-2, 5-4 for Corey. Corey gets the race lead. April's got the anchored, and she can't hit another 5-2. And with this match deficit, I think Corey's just going to send a cube. Yeah. Big race lead, trailing in the match. He's almost fully escaped. If he just rolls a 5 or a 7, he can just go. I didn't look at the pip count before Corey started moving his double fours. But I know you can take very, very deep when you have the 3 point, so must have been a take. But now April's regretting it. So she's just going to work on building her home board and hope to roll double sixes at just the right time, or hope that Corey leaves a shot at just the right time. There must be some anti-jokers in here eventually. This was a bad roll. Can't touch the checkers on the 7 or the 9. That would leave shots. So we got to do this, and now we're stripped in the outfield. So there must be some awkward numbers coming, but I don't know what they are offhand. That's not one of them. Meanwhile, April is making her board. Next thing is the 2 point. Can't even slot it. So just play like that. 3-2 clears a point finally. That's all he wanted to do. So now we slot the 2. Do we slot the 2? Yeah, I think we slot the 2. Keep the 8 point just in case. I like it. 3-1 clears another point. Now Corey's got all his spares. So the shot won't be coming for a while. What's the race after? Down 14 pips. So, well, you got to run with one of them. You only have 3 on the other side of the board. So I guess since we're down 14 pips, we stay with 1. I don't know. I guess this just turns it into a pure race. If you stay with 1, you could get attacked. Another double 6. April's trying to win this race. She's up in the race now, actually. Before the 5-3. Ooh, double 1s is pretty small. It's going to be incredibly difficult to find a 4 cube here, since April's 4 away. But maybe if she has it, ooh, I was just thinking of a number like that. But now we're gapped on the 4, and we still have all those checkers on the 6 point, so still not cubing. Only up 1 checker. Maybe it'll be like a last roll type of thing. Like that other 4 cube that Corey sent earlier in the match. Oh my god, double 6. Now it's just double pass. Right? Yeah. Quite the race, April. Quite the race. So 2 away, 7 away. Opening 3-1. Running with 6-5. I think you're supposed to play 13-10 against the 3-1 opening. Pretty sure. Not 100% sure. 5-4 can play 2 down or hit and split. I really don't know my opening responses when you're supposed to play this 6-1. This is what I would do. I would just be very unsure if it was correct or not. Although there is something to be said for unstacking the 13 point. She gets hit back. 3s and 4s will do the same. There you go. Take your pick. Which one do you want? The 9 or the 10? I think I would hit on the... It duplicates 1 as if you hit on the 10, but the 9 is closer to your home board to make more points. I don't know. It's probably pretty close. Now April's shooting at the 4 point with 6s, 4s, and 2s. There we go. So anyone, that was a bad entry. April can never send a cube, being 2 away. 5-2 was good. It doesn't hit, but it can remake the 8 point. Nice to have the 8 point against that lone checker on our 2. Now Corey's looking for a 2. That was a nice 2. Unstack the 13, unstack the 6. And maybe Corey's going to be sending an early cube. He should be looking for any reason for it. I mean, he's pretty far away from it right now. Maybe he's got to get that last checker safely around before he sends it. 3-2 was pretty bad. Can't hit, can't anchor. I think I would just do this play. You don't want to have 3 blots laying around in his home board. So that's why we kept the 24 point. 6-5 leaves a shot. A double shot, in fact. Gets missed. So maybe it's time to leave the 20 points and then play 8-5. Because Corey would be happy to attack with anything, even if it doesn't make the 5 point. Yeah, trailing 7 away, 5 away, or 7 away, 2 away. Seems like a good time to send a cube. You're about to make that 7 point, blocking those checkers in on the 24. Maybe it's a pass even. Probably a pretty difficult game to win. But April's a taker. Okay. So 6 away, 2 away. Double twos hits makes the 4. Or make the 20, but I think the 4 point is the way to go. And so does she. Corey fans. And how, oh, I was going to say, if April can get that other checker, she can win an undoubled gammon, winning the match. She can't safety that checker. Now she can hit with 2s and 3s and 5s. There's a 5, just hits once, but instead of hitting, making the 5 point has got to be better. Ace 3 making the 7 point. And what do you do with the 3? Just 6-3. 13-10, trying to make the 10 point for blocking reasons. I don't know. I don't know why I'd want to get a 4th checker sent back and risk losing gammons. 4-2. Yeah, that seemed like the only thing to do. Didn't want to leave any direct shots. 6-3. I don't know. Well, you can make the 10, but then you got to play 22-16 or 24-18, leaving blots. So maybe don't play off the 24. Or maybe don't make the 10. Maybe just slot the 4 point and slot the 3 point, leaving both checkers back there. Less than a minute for Corey. 4-2, hit and go to the 5. I don't think we want to get hit back. Even though it would be nice to make the 7. 2-4 would have hit back. So he's going to try again. April's going to be going all out for the blitz here. So 8-7 with the ace, and you could hit twice or remake the 8 point. And since gammons win us the match, I think I'm voting for hitting twice. Closing 3 checkers out is a nice way to win a gammon. Five, 4 fan, here comes the G. 3-1, 2-1, or there it is, 4-1, making the ace point. No anchor for Corey. Now we're slashing with 5s, 1s, and 10s. There's a 5. Can Corey roll the 3? Oh, double 3s. Keeps him in the game. Wow. But the last one's pretty ugly. You gotta do this, or you could give up the 11. Or, sorry, not the 11. Give up the 13. 4 checkers back on April's homeboard now. Let's see if she can get escaped. I think I would break the 20 right now. Out with the 4, step up with the 1. Maximum flexibility. That is like that broken 4 prime there. It's not always the easiest to get out of. Yeah, I like this. I like that play. Good play. I hope it's right. Now we have good chances to make that outfield point. We wanted Corey to dance. Oh, what is he doing with this six? We can hit. At some points here, once April gets her checkers around, she's going to be thinking about sending the cube. Whoa, maybe not. This was a terrible double ones. Wow. Got to break the 6 point. And now Corey's going to be the one who's wanting to send a cube. That could have been it too. That could have been such a bad. That could have been such an anti-joker. Double one. Maybe that would have been a cube at 6 away, 2 away. 6-5 for April. Gets to go to the 5, I guess. Don't want to get hit. Any other play would leave a blot. Or more than one blot. Just play 16-5 and cross your fingers. Hope to roll a double. Four two starts his home board. He's got to play quick. There was another play there. You could have just broken his point over here and just moved this checker and kept his 8 point. But he's under time crunch, so he has no time to really give each play the consideration they're worthy of. 4-1 is nice. Gets to hit. I don't think you want to make the 20 because you're just going to have to leave right away. So maybe just hit on the 16 and hope he fans or doesn't hit back in some way. Yeah, I like that. 3-6 doesn't hit, but it can do things. It can make the 19. It can clean up the blood on the 10. Yeah, these are all like very technical type plays that Corey's wishing he would have had a little bit more time to spend on. April just trying to find the best way to scramble home. Ace to see daylight, 5 around the corner, I guess. 5s are a little bit duplicated. 6-2 gets hit once from the 16, and then what do? Just remake the 16 like that. Ooh, force play, killing a checker to the ace. I wonder if during this game, if Corey's just missing cube after cube after cube because of April's weak home board after that insanely bad double one. Double sixes can hit. And it can also bring the checker out to the 16. It could even safety up that checker on the 11, play with one blot. What a number. Still going to be pretty hard to bring 4 checkers home when your home consists of basically just the 5 and the 4 point. But hey, it can happen. Six away, 2 away. I have a weird feeling that Corey's missing cubes here. Oh, double threes was perfect. In 3 checkers down. Those 3 checkers on the 10 point are now looking at the 5 and the 4 point, your landing spots. That was like a perfecta. In with the 6, do you keep attacking just to stop her from being able to run? I guess so. But April can run anyway. But that's going to be Corey's whole game plan is just keep hitting that checker and trying to make the home board at the same time. So here you got to hit. Bring it in. Hope she doesn't roll a 3. April desperately wants to roll another 5 again. Things like a6 would be very bad. Oh, 2-1. All right. I suppose we hit just to stop him, Corey, from making that point. Where's your 5? Pick a 5. Could play 13-8. I don't know if we want to. Man, this is a tough play. Because 16, 11 seemed reasonable too. Not leaving the number that hits and runs at the same time. 3-4 is stuck. Oh man, it's stuck everywhere. This is more dead checkers. Corey doesn't get to make the 8 point, but he gets to hit again. In with the 5. Desperately hoping to just be advanced enough so that when you do roll a number that can just skip home, you're in a spot to do it. So here's Corey's game plan in action. Keep hitting, keep making homeboard points. And there's a cube, and maybe it's a pass. 6, I mean, there's gaming potential here. I mean, if Corey makes his 5, April might enter with something bad that has to leave more shots. Even in the best case scenario where Corey doesn't make the 5 point and April gets to hit, it's still going to be a difficult game to win with all these anchors that Corey's got. She takes. April loves to take. I might be wrong about it. I mean, up massively in the race. So if you do, he didn't have the 5 point yet. So if you do get to come in on the 5, there's always something that could happen. Oh, 3 double ones is a shot. Wow. Where did we find that? You would imagine that double ones you should be able to play somehow and not leave any blots laying around, but apparently not. So something like this, and then just 9-8. What else are you supposed to do? Gets hit. So now 2 checkers back. Gammons are real. Gammons are real. Ace-3. Oh, just has enough pips to play off the 4 point. But April could have a 3rd checker sent back. 6-5 hits. Wow. Fighting. 5-2 does not hit. April's still on the ropes here. Needs to roll an ace and then a 6 and then not get hit as she comes around and then clear the 9 point. So a lot of work to do. 3-2 is another shot. Yeah, it's a double shot. Yep. But it gets missed this time. Look at this broken 3 prime, keeping his 22 point checkers blocked. Corey slots the back of his prime. April's got basically a forced play. And it looks like she might. Oh, nope, there's another shot. I was going to say that maybe she's only going to have 1 checker back behind this prime, which would mean gammons are unlikely. All right, so she leaves the shot. Corey misses. Forced move. Double 5 does something. Yeah, it's looking like it's just going to be 4 away, 2 away next game. Corey can go fishing, probably will. So I think he wants to hit loose. There it is. Hoping that April rolls the 1 so he can get that 2nd checker. Doesn't have a lot of time to do it though, so. maybe right then was the time to actually make the point, because sometimes you roll something dumb that can't cover the ace point. Even this bear off structure is a little weird. All right, 4-3 fixes it though. April's in, Gammon saved. And 4 away, 2 away. So Corey's going to be very aggressive with cubing. Very much wants to win a gammon. $25 left for Corey. Minute and a half for April. 4 down, 3 up. That's the way to go. She knows. Duplicating the 2. It's a fun move. I don't know why I always liked that 4-3 after they split with the 6. All right, 5-4 gets to hit. 5-2 gets to miss. That, man, this 5-2 is pretty bad. Oh, can hit over there. All right, that'll stop the cube. If she didn't hit there, maybe Corey was going to send it. Switching to the 8 point seems good. Definitely want a strong home board to get those gammons. 5-3 makes the 3. Double 2s, you could switch or hit loose. Maybe into the 21 and just play 6-4. Or making the 11, unstacking the 13, yeah. Three one is kind of a nothing roll, but at least it cleans up that blot on the 9 point. If you're trying to save a gammon, which April certainly should be trying to save, less blots is good. Five four can hit, and since Corey wants a gammon, maybe he should. 8-3 and 13-9. And then this is a cube at 4 away, 2 away. Yeah. And maybe even a pass. Yeah. Just because of the match score implications. Must have been a massive take for money. Probably not even a double for money. So 3 away, 2 away. Kind of the same score as last time. Corey wants to send the cube and win a G. 3-1 can make the 5, but it's 3 blots. You could play with no blots, making the 10 and lifting. Punished for making the 5 point. There's a cube and probably another pass. 4 checkers back. Corey's got the 5 point, shooting at another checker. Oh, she takes. I think that might have been a little bit loosey. Let's see what happens, Cotton. Yeah, so now gammons are very much on with so many checkers back. April's got a nice front position though, so if she gets to hit back, oh, how come he's not blitzing? That must have been a mistake, not to hit loose 15-4 or 10-4 or whatever it was. Feel like we should have been hitting, going all out for the blitz. 6-3, you got to anchor up somewhere. 18 or the 21. Pick one. Got to get some points back there to stop this gammon from happening. 4-2, maybe into the 6 and play 13-11, or just all the way into the 4. Yeah. 5-3 can't run, so we just play 13-5. April would like to escape those last 2 checkers there. 5-3 can also make the ace point though. It's weird though, because it's only 8 checkers in the zone. But maybe it just puts a pause in Corey's blitz from happening. 5-3, getting those back checkers moving. Could play 13-10 as well for a little bit of coverage. double fours. 1, 2. What do you make the 9 as well? Or just play to the 5 point? It's nice having checkers on the 9 because the 3 points is open. So maybe you just do 13 to 5 from here. Yeah, 3 down and 1 in. That way you have some builders for the 3 point and attackers if he enters on the 3. She goes this route. Looks a little safer because now we have a landing spot over here on the 13 for the rest of our checkers. That was the problem with that 13-9 play, is that you're abandoning your last checkers. Ooh, double threes miss. But it cleans up. No blots. 1, 2, and then make the 7, I guess. I wouldn't even leave the checkers on the 10. Corey's checker here on his 17 point is gonna be leaving anyway. So April wants to remake her 6 point, and she can. And now we're in a position that a normal backgammon position. An 18-point holding game against a midpoint. And an even race too. And April's already taken the cube, so it's not like this game can go double pass. Oh, another bad double ones. When all she wanted to do was run her third checker on the 18. Three one makes both points. Can she run now? She can. Okay. And it's getting. Oh, wow. Time to run April, I think. Yeah, she thinks so too. There's like no shots coming from here. Yeah. So just got to take your chances on the race. Maybe she gets her own double six. 4 2 2 in. All right, she's not out of this. Corey's missing. She's only a set behind. Corey's got a gap on the 2 point now. Ooh, April hit another one. Hit another 2. Double ones is slow. Fills in the 2 point though. Ah, double aces is slow. Also, it's also slow. Okay, so it looks like we're going Crawford. They're giving us our money's worth. So April is the one at Gammon Go now, and Corey is the one at Gammon Save. So roles reversed. Freaky Friday. Corey's got a slight race lead, but he's still got his 2 checkers back. April's fully escaped, but has got a slight race deficit. So very even game. Double sixes was bad. Definitely didn't like losing that landing spot, even though it was 18 pips that she got to play. Another double six. Oh man, if Corey would have left the 18 there, that would have been it. That would have been like game over. All right, 3-1. Got to risk leaving the blot. Make the 5 point. The threes will be duplicated if you play 13-10. I think that might have been a little too cautious. Now we can't even hit. Yeah, 3-6, which could have been hitting the other way. Actually, Corey would have played different with his last roll, with his 6-5, if April's board didn't look like that. Maybe you just gotta risk it. She doesn't care about losing a gammon. Although she's only down 3 pips after the roll, so it's not like her racing chances are dead. Oh, well. That's just rude. So, massive race lead for Corey now. It's looking like he's going to be the one to continue on. It's not over yet, though. Just one set for April, and we get to watch one more game. One big set. That one number. Oof. That's tough, opening up the 3 and the 1 again. I feel like that happened in an earlier game, too. Too many ones on these dice for April to be winning this race. Yeah, we needed to have rolled a set by now. Okay, there's 4 off. We're not done. There's a miss from Corey. There's 2 checkers off. Okay, so there's still a number in there for April. Oh, not after that. All right. Do I get to see the PRs? Oh yeah, they're down here. I don't get the screen that pops up, but I can see they both played at about 6.5. So we'll play with them. And yeah, if you guys are still watching, thanks for doing that. And have a good one. Oh, I guess I'll tell you. So Corey is now. I wonder if this will update. This software updates automatically, but it usually takes a minute. So Corey's going to be 8-2. Dennis is going to be 8-2, and Christian is 9-1. April gets a few dollars for her nice run in the tournament. So good game. Thanks for letting us stream, you guys.